Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's 2:30 here in the UK. It's Friday, the 30th of October, and we're into the American session 1 hour. As you can see, not a pretty picture. Declines much ahead of advances, and the advice on VectorVest, which is really good advice. VectorVest does not advocate buying stocks at this time. As we can see, the buy-sell ratio is on its knees at 0.2, and that's certainly an oversold figure, a mega oversold figure. The MTI hasn't got quite down to mega oversold yet at 0.72, but not that far away from it. So we are in a down situation. We had a confirmed down for the last 6 or 7 days. I have the VectorVest composite in the background, and as you can see, the S&P at 3263. In the overnight market, it went right down to 3234 this morning on the futures market. So market looking very weak indeed. Let's see if I can find the composite. There's the composite, folks. And although for a long time we shook our head about the ability of the canary to predict a sell-off, as you can see, and all of this runs up. The buy-sell ratio just couldn't come to the party at all, and as I said a second ago, on its knees at 0.20. I put on the DEW since the first coronavirus scare, and you can see that's a really good buy signal here on the 6th of April, I think. And that's the last DEW signal, which is down. So all the measures of the trend on VectorVest are down, folks. And that advice on the front page of VectorVest is really, really good. Even under the most positive circumstances, it's going to take quite a few days for the dust to settle here. And Lord only knows there's enough noise and volatility around with elections and pretty much the whole of Europe going into lockdown. So situation not good in the slightest for earnings, certainly. And the Times this morning reporting that things may not get back to any form of normality until about next April. So let's just follow the signals. But at the moment, the signals are down. If I have a look at the 5-minute chart, I'm short of this. All the signals on VectorVest are down, and I took a trade short here at 3288 this morning. It's real rocket science, of course. It's just a break out of the first 15 minutes range. So enter here, stop loss up there, and so far it's going my way. I've just brought the stop loss down to that old high. I need to pull it down a bit further now when I'm finished with this talk. So when there's volatility in the market, it's pretty much it's relatively easy. The last few days have been very easy on an intraday basis, and as you see now, this is pulling right down. As I said, it was right down at 3234 this morning on the overnight market. So and in free fall now. So that advice on the front page of VectorVest, exceptionally good advice. All the trends are down, and you know, it's so tempting to pick a bottom. So tempting. I was nearly tempted to pick a bottom in Microsoft yesterday, but took a deep breath and managed to avoid it, because 60 to 70% of the exercise, folks, is the general market. If it's rising, then pretty much everything rises with it. The results from Microsoft, and I'm no fundamental analyst, but the results from Microsoft I felt were really good. And the results from most of the big tech players that came out after the bell last night I thought were fairly good. But when the general market is falling, then pretty much everything falls with it. So let's have a look at the UK. And where am I? The UK. Let's go to the home page, and that's the close on Thursday night. VectorVest does not advocate buying stocks at this time. In the US, I've closed everything I've got because they're all spread bets. I closed them out, I think, last Friday from memory. But I'm still holding my positions in the UK. They are unleveraged and they're not doing too bad. They're holding up okay. Clearly, you've got to make a decision as to whether that's suitable for you. You may just want to go to cash completely. I can't answer that question for you, and with respect and deference, that should have all have been thought through in your trading plan as to what you're going to do. What I'm doing is that, one, I'm not buying anything new because we've got confirmed downs. Everything is down. Secondly, I'm watching my stop losses very carefully indeed. And thirdly, in the laggards in my portfolio, I'm going to do my best to raise some cash in the next few days. I haven't done as much as I should have. I've been busy recording our short-term trading course, and it took me 2 or 3 attempts to get it correct. It's nearly finished. I'm still holding pretty much everything I've got, and that's what we've got. If we sorted by RT, as it should be, Cranswick comes to the bottom, and Cranswick is on a sell, and I'm watching it very carefully indeed. Plus came back strongly the other day. As you know, I think plus 500's only mission in life is to keep me modest, because every time I put my hand anywhere near it, it shudders back on me. GB Group has been very strong in a ghastly day. GamesWorks still holding up there. Sylvania holding up there. So reasonably happy with all of those. CCC came back to support and had a very, very good day yesterday and a ghastly day. So Halma is just a class act. I'm hoping that Avon has pulled back to support and is ready to go again. We shall see. Let's have a look at Cranswick. I may have it open. I haven't. Let's just pull it up. There we go. I like Cranswick, folks, and you all know that I like Cranswick. I've done a fib here, and I sat down this morning and I spoke to some friends of mine, and I looked at the volume traded in these spikes, and there was very negligible volume traded in these spikes, and I felt that the best place to put this fib on was from the body of the candle, and I think everybody else will be doing that as well. And as you can see, the lows of the last couple of days are exactly on that 78% retracement. So I'm holding the darn thing as long as it doesn't break that 78% level. So that's what I'm watching at the moment. If it sort of closes down here, then it has to go. As you all know, I'd have been better off selling it at the £40 level, but as I keep telling to people, just cut yourself a little bit of slack. Most trades end badly. I assure you that if I'd have sold it there, the damn thing would be at £80 by now. So we don't know what's going to happen next. The 5-year chart doesn't look bad. I was hoping it was going to stop there, but that certainly didn't happen. Earnings per share looks great over the last 5 years. As you can see, it's moving up, but nevertheless, if it breaks that 78% level, it has to go. Okay, maybe I've been a bit slack on that. I must admit, I like the company. I really do like the company. It's got an RV of 1.42, an RS of 1.33, and it's VectorVest, believe, is worth 42. It's sitting at 32 at the moment. So the fundamental position just couldn't be better. It's growing earnings at 14%. So deep breath. As long as it stays above that 78% retracement, I'll do my best to try and hold on to it. I hope you found this useful, folks. On the gold market, and I've got the gold market running. This is the bullion market, and this found traction here. Now, as many of you would guess, that low of yesterday was exactly 78% of that last run. Now, some of you may be eliticians, I don't know, but that little move up happened in 5 waves and it pulled back in 3 waves, which is always a good sign. This is a very important level at 1861. So if we can stay above 1861, that would be very positive indeed. I think for a final confirmation to get into some gold shares, that 1938 level is still very important. I'll work on that over the weekend, that 1938 level, and by Monday afternoon on our VectorVest Q&A, I'll have made a decision as to whether I want to bring that down a little bit or not. As you know, a couple of weeks ago my level was 1963, which was up here somewhere. So I'll have a look at the price and volume relationships that are in fact controlling this market over the weekend, and see if I can bring that number down a little bit. But as it stands at the moment, I think that you should keep your hands off adding to any gold shares if the gold market stays below 1938. Okay, there is still, in a weak stock market, there's still a high probability, folks, that we can get back to 1825 in this. So if this 1861 level or 1860 level goes, the next level will be 1848, and then the next level would be that 618 retracement, which is about 1825. That would run stops around these lows. That would create a great deal of liquidity for many people to get long. Friends of mine who trade this on the forex market, who are market makers, tell me that there's already bids in the book at 1825. Opportunist, but bids in the book at 1825. For the moment, it's holding steady, and I'll review that position on Monday afternoon. Okay, so I look forward to seeing everybody in our weekly Q&A. We'll be running them on a Monday afternoon, 1:30 until I run out of hot air, I suppose, till about 2:30, 2:45, and we'll be running them every Monday up until Christmas now. Those of you that are not VectorVest members that would like an invite, just email me, Trader Davy, TraderDavy @gmail.com, or easier maybe david.paul@vectorvest.com, and I'll send you through an invitation. It'll be a great pleasure to see you. Anybody that wants a 5-week 30-day trial to VectorVest, well, go to vectorvest.co.uk. It's a $5, okay, so it'll not kill you. Okay, folks, have a great weekend, have a great Halloween, and stay safe out there. Stay well away from this damnable virus that's making our life a misery. Bye-bye now.